We'll call this meeting to order, City Council meeting, our annual organizational meeting. It's 5:30 PM. First item will be to rise and pledge allegiance to the flag.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It can be noted for the record, the council is present with no absences. The next item on the agenda is organizational business. First item being the selection of council president pro tem, which would be the backup mayor, for lack of better terms. I'd like to ask the council, I spent some time over the weekend reviewing previous YouTube clips of organizational committee appointments. At the liberty of the council, we could do that broadly with one motion, a second, and a vote, or we can do them individually. So I would leave that up to the council.
You're looking all at me.
This is just the way my chair is, Walt.
And take a vote of the all.
I'm game for doing this group.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
all of us.
I will read them, and then we can proceed from there. President Pro Tem, Councilor Holden, Budget and Finance, myself, Councilor Buller, Councilor Holden, Councilor Kaler, Councilor Wegner. President Pro Tem is Chair of Budget and Finance. Legislation and Land Use, myself as Chairman, and Councilor Wegner. Public Safety, Councilor Holden, and Councilor Wegner as Chair. Public Works and Infrastructure, myself as the Chairman, and Councilor Kaler. With that being said, those are the internal council committee appointments, and at this time, we could entertain a motion to approve them.
I'll move.
I have a motion on the floor by Councilor Kaler. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilor Buller. The floor is open for discussion. Seeing no further discussion, question.
Aye.
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 I'll vote yes. Internal committee appointments are approved, 5-0. Thank you. Next would be the other council committee appointments. The first would be to the Forest Hill Cemetery Board, Councilor Wegner, for a one-year term. Would the council,
Could we do the same for this?
I'm comfortable
All
with
right, is
that.
everybody else
Yeah,
comfortable with that?
Yep,
Okay. I will read them, and then we can move.
yep.
International Falls Koochiching County Airport Commission, Councilor Buller, Councilor Holden, both for one-year terms. KEDA, the Koochiching Economic Development Authority, myself and Councilor Kaler. North Cooch Sanitary District, reappointing Councilor Buller and Councilor Holden. Northeast Minnesota Regional Emergency Communication Board, Councilor Holden and Councilor Wegner for one-year terms. Rainy Rapid River Zoning Board, Councilor Kaler for a one-year term. And the Special Police Department Fund, Councilor Holden, Councilor Wegner, reappointed for one-year terms.
Motion to approve other council committee appointments. Is that it?
We have a motion to approve by Councilor Wegner, a second by Councilor Buller. Is there any discussion on the other council committee appointments? Seeing no discussion, question.
Aye.
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 I'll vote yes. Other appointments are approved, 5-0. Thank you. External committee appointments. Charter Commission, myself to fill a vacant term, 2 years. Counselor Kaler, Lois Lundin, both reappointed. Fire Civil Service, Brian Briggs reappointed. The Forest Hill Cemetery Board, there's currently a vacancy. We can reach out to fill that vacancy. Was there one or two vacancies, do you remember? Just one. Just one. So we can go ahead and post that tonight unless there is someone from the council that would like to be appointed to that vacancy. The Housing and Redevelopment Authority, Richard DeBenedette reappointed. International Falls Koochiching County Airport Commission, this would be a citizen-at-large position, reappoint Brian Briggs. Library Board, both first term, Michelle Misner, and Catherine Winkle. There's no current vacancies to appoint on North Cooch Sanitary District. Northeast Minnesota Area Transportation Partnership Board, Ted Brokaw, Director of Public Works. Northeast Minnesota Regional Advisory Committee, Fire Chief Mr. Adam Manassa, Mr. Todd Ojala, Information Systems Tech. Planning Commission, Willie Koscheck and Ted Brokaw. And there are vacancies on the Zoning Board of Appeals. And until further discussion, after speaking internally, we would leave those open, at least for a couple weeks here. Any discussion, questions by council?
Yeah, I just have a couple of the appointments. Fire Civil Service Commission, I don't have a problem with Brian Briggs being on there. But other than the fact that he does not live in the city of International Falls, and I'm not sure if that's a requirement for the Civil Service Commission. I would assume it is, but I do not know that. But not that there's any other problems I'd have with them, just the residency.
Okay. What?
No, go ahead.
Do you have other?
And same with, there's no vacancies on the North Kuching Area Sanitary Sewer District, but I believe Brian is also a representative for International Falls on that one also.
Yeah.
And once again, I have no
Not
other
a resident.
qualms with him that, other than he doesn't live in the city.
He's under current term on North Cooch?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Mhm. And that has actually been brought up to us by a citizen here earlier this fall.
Needs to be posted.
Depending on which direction we would like to go under suggestion, not to drop a bomb on you, Chelsea.
I already pulled it up.
Okay, thank you.
So it is actually in Minnesota statute that except in a city having a combined police and firefighters civil service commission, blah, 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 the commission shall consist of 3 members who are citizens of the state and resident of such city. So it is a statutory requirement.
Residency is a requirement. Would that also apply to North Cooch
I think that's in their bylaws.
in theirs?
Okay.
Yeah. And that being said, Brian, I know he was a resident when he was appointed to these committees.
Yeah.
Well, we shouldn't move ahead with appointments if they're not eligible to be
Yeah.
appointed. So I think it's a great catch.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so I think we can, I will motion to accept other appointments other than those two, however the proper way to phrase that would be, if that's good enough.
Motion to,
Except all the other
Yep.
appointments?
okay, so we have a motion on the floor by Counselor Kaler to approve the external committee appointments, except for those that are ineligible,
Yes.
which we will repost. Are you comfortable with
yep.
that, Counselor?
Seconded.
Okay, and we have a second.
Do you want to put in the vacant ones? Because we don't, there's nobody there. We're not.
Yeah, and
We're
the
not
va-
approving anybody there because they're vacant.
Right, for all, yeah.
All
vacant-
intents and purposes.
oh,
We're
yeah,
going to post them,
Yep.
right? So,
yeah,
So as a friendly amendment?
Yeah.
yeah.
Comfortable with that?
Yep.
And we have a second by Walt. These are to approve the external committee appointments subject to the motion.
And I just confirmed that, so is that just anything that Brian Briggs is on, or which ones?
No,
The
the,
minutes,
the Fire Civil Service Commission.
okay?
And North Cooch Sanitary, even though it's vacant, but he's on there, I believe.
So it's okay for the airport commission?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, Airport Commission's fine, yeah.
Okay, any further discussion on the motion or the question? Seeing no further discussion, the question,
Aye.
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 I'll vote yes.
Okay, you gotta give me a kick every now and then. Yeah. Or Walt will just
I
start.
almost started.
Yeah.
Motion carries 5-0. External committee appointments are approved. Thank you. Next item on the agenda is the approval of payroll dates, bi-weekly on Tuesday, commencing tomorrow, January 7th.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Counselor Wagner,
Second.
second by Counselor Holden to approve the payroll dates as presented. Any discussion? Question?
Aye.
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 I'll vote yes, motion carries 5-0. Payroll dates are approved. Next on the agenda is a resolution designating depositories of city monies.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion to approve by Counselor Holden. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Counselor Kaler. Discussion. Question.
Aye.
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 I'll vote yes. This resolution carries 5-0. Good news, pay dates are approved.
Yeah.
Last on this evening's agenda for this organizational meeting would be to designate the official newspaper for required publications of city government as the Rainy Lake Gazette.
I'll make
I'll
the
move.
motion.
Motion by Counselor Buller, second by Counselor Kaler.
Yeah, it was close.
Any discussion? Question?
Aye.
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 I'll vote yes. Motion carries 5-0. Is there any other business to be discussed at this organizational meeting? That being said, we'll go ahead and adjourn this meeting, and we will be right back with you with a regular city council meeting.